Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading for tomorrow, the 23rd of whatever today is, August, something like that. All right. Don't even know what date it is anymore. All right. Hello, Mark. Hello. Thank you for being here. Karen, hello. Midnight Moon, hello. Jackie, good evening. And other Jackie, hello. And Karen, hello. Dad, hello. Mom, hello. Sal, good evening. Everybody's popping in here, so there we go. Perfect. All right, we are going to get started in a few minutes. I'm going to answer questions first, of course, and then we're going to get started. Also, by the way, everybody, I'm going to put the link for a survey that I created for my new channel. So if you haven't filled out the survey yet, it will be down below this video, but probably at the end of the video after I upload it, after I get the video uploaded. And thank you to everybody for all the great ideas, for all the people that did fill it out. Really appreciate it. So let's get started here. And Ellie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here some love cards for the next for the next 3 weeks. You have the High Priestess, 3 Wands, needing to take action, kind of like everybody does. Yeah, 5 of Cups, needing to let go of the past, plain and simple. But I would say with these 2 cards are going to be your most important here, Ellie. The High Priestess is definitely a card of needing to take action or needing to do something to take action towards love. And the 3 of Wands, I'm not crazy about the 3 of Wands because to me it can also represent no action. It can just represent, like, he's just looking at these 3 Wands. So I feel like there's a need for you to take action towards things that you want, or especially in love. But I would just get out there, yeah. Probably single for the next few weeks, though. Jennifer Surratt, thank you for the super chat. You say, what's coming for me next? Well, I would say nothing is just coming. The Fool is saying that you have to take the leap of faith to get something in your life. So I'd say nothing to technically answer your question if I wanted to be a smartass. But what I would say is the Fool is saying tons of opportunities for you to kind of jump on and take action on. So I feel like you need to like take action on something with this card. Could represent like starting a new adventure or just starting something new in general is what I would say. Fiery Temperance, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say cards for next week. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit. I would open up. This can represent a very closed off energy is what I'd say. Both of these cards when they come out together. So I would open up next week. But Queen of Pentacles, financial resourcefulness. The Hermit could be like a lot of clarity about your finances coming in. JC, hello. You say on my bike in a thunderstorm, but hey, all good. That is good. That is good to hear. Can I be treated with a few advice cards for my general moment? You have the Chariot, a victory here, the 10 of Cups, fortune after difficulty, and the Moon. This is the only thing that's holding you back. Like, look at, you always get this. I think you've had the Chariot with me before, number 1. But also, like, fortune after difficulty, victories coming in. The only thing holding you back, JC, hold on 1 second. Let's see if they actually start moving past this. Maybe not. So, any day now. But anyway, JC, what I would say is the Moon is saying that, the only thing holding you back is your fears. So let your fears go. Yeah, 8 of Swords, keeping yourself stuck unnecessarily. So I would let go of the fears and the things like that. Journey, thank you for the super chat. As always, really appreciate it. You say, please card regarding career. Starting to lose hope. Don't lose hope, Journey. Why is PP taking so long to get back to me? Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is a card of patience, Journey, so I feel like you have to be patient. 8 of Wands, more communication, but 8 of Wands is also a card of kind of like a victory and success. So I feel like you will be successful here in a lot of ways, but that's communication. But I just feel like you have to be patient with this card. You say, do they want to work with me? Well, Wheel of Fortune, so yes, is what I would say to you. This is a card of luck and good things coming in for you. And you say, do they believe my vision? King of Pentacles, I would say yes. This is a very practical, grounded approach, though. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles. I would say yes. This could just represent them being busy at this time. Is the documentary the right path? Yes, definitely. 6 of Wands, attention, success, good things coming in. So, yes, no doubt about it. Elizabeth Gonzales, for the week, you have the 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. I feel like you're just, this is very kind of like focused on yourself type energy, so I feel like it's just a good week for you, or the rest of the week will be a good time for you to just focus on yourself with this card. And for love, you have the 2 of Cups, love. So I feel like there is love coming in, or a perfect match coming in for you. Probably, I would say, yeah, someone new. Death card, transformation. So I feel like it's someone new. Mel Connor, thank you for the super chat, really appreciate it. Any improvements of money and hope for love? For love, I feel like you have to let go of the past for love, but yeah, I feel like there are improvements in general. 10 of Wands is kind of putting down burdens, but it's more than that. Ten of Wands says that your money situation could be a lot better, but it's a card of like figuring out what is important, what's not important as far as financial responsibility is concerned. So it would represent like needing to focus on needing to focus on what's important and getting rid of the rest, basically. Let's see here. And for love, you have the Justice card. More energy into love is what I say. Magician says you could have love right now, but you're just gonna have to get out there and get it, basically. So yes, tons of hope for love. Karen Attaway, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You say, cards for September. Will I grow a pair and finally go? Maybe is what I'd say. I feel like you should is what I'd say to you, Miss Karen. But the Hangman is a card of like needing to get off the pole, needing to take action. The Empress, tons of opportunity for you to do this. Yeah, Two Wands, taking your personal power back and doing it. So I would say yes. The Hangman could represent delays, but Hangman can be overcome. Literally, Michelle, will he return this week? I would say no to you. I feel like I've said no. You have the Four of Wands, but that doesn't mean anything. The Four of Pentacles could represent holding on to something that you don't need to hold on to. But these would not be return cards. Four of Cups is a card of celebration, but yeah, I would say probably, I just feel like saying no, if I'm being honest with you. Miss L. Scott, thank you for the super chat, really appreciate it. Has the soul contact between Kai and I ended or no? Three of Pentacles, Six of Swords, I would say no. Three of Pentacles would still be working together, even if you are separated or whatever the case may be. But the Six of Swords is also a card of moving forward, but carrying like a little bit of something, right? So it's a card of like needing to let go of some sort of attachment. So I'd say I feel like it's close, but maybe not all the way ended. Angela thank you for the super chat, really appreciate it. May I have a card for next 4 weeks? Angela, you have the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Look at this, love this. Two nines to me is a ton of opportunities coming into your life. So Nine of Wands to me is just a card of opportunity, and the Nine of Cups says that these opportunities coming your way could lead to wishes. And Nine of Wands also says you are getting these opportunities because you've either kind of like completed cycles, you didn't give up on something you believed in, or you made some sort of change in your life. So really positive cards for you, Angela. Love it. Nine of Cups. Nine of Wands does say take the chances. So it's like if opportunities come your way in work or business or whatever, you're going to have to be the one to like take the chance to make it happen. Gareth, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You say, are my old employees can start firing against me? I would say no. Ace of Swords is a card of justice and clarity, and it is a card of conflict, but I would say no because it is a card of justice as well. So even if there is conflict, even if there is something happening that says there will be justice, King of Wands is kind of like a card of just not even worrying about it, just focusing on yourself at this time. But yeah, I would say no to you. Four of Cups could represent like kind of imagining something in your head. So I'd say be careful of that. But, even if it's happening, there will be justice. Deja, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Love card for me and Jared. How are things looking? I would say that for the two of you, I feel like there needs to be like focus here, but could lead to marriage. So it's still very good, still very positive. Seven of Cups just says kind of like make sure you're not like focusing on too many extra details in the relationship. Make sure you're staying focused in the relationship. All this other stuff. The Hierophant says this could lead to marriage. Deja, you say card for a new job. I'm feeling positive in the long term. The Star, yeah, very positive. Tons of positivity, tons of good energy coming in for you. Total fulfillment. This is a card of inner clarity. It's a card of miracles coming your way as well. So yeah, very positive. Barb Forbes, you have for September, you have the Tower and the Knight of Cups. This could actually be pretty positive. It could be a surprise in love, number one. But number two, it could also just be like a surprise opportunity to move, or a surprise opportunity to get something you want, like a job, or it could be a surprise offer as well. So that looks good. I like that. Definitely something you wish for. Again, Knight of Cups is kind of like a step before a wish, because it's like your imagination. You're using your imagination to get something you want. Rosa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, hi, interview via Skype tomorrow. Could this be the one? I'd say yes. King of Cups to me is a job offer. Yeah, Page of Wands. I would say yes to you. So, yes. Renate, thank you for the super chat. As always, really appreciate it. Cards for the weekend. Hope everything is awesome for you. It is. Thank you. You have the Eight of Pentacles and the Devil. I feel like you've had this before. Almost exactly the same thing. Eight of Pentacles and the Devil, to me, is like working on yourself. So you could be doing a lot of work on yourself, getting rid of things that are toxic in your life, or you could be, kind of like working out, literally, or you could be also working on your diet, or pretty much anything with these two cards. This could also represent a focus on money, and so you could be focusing on work. This could also just represent hard work. So maybe you are working hard on something that you want to be working on, or maybe it's just saying that in the near future, you will be working on something very hard, whatever it is. Could be a job, or pretty much anything is what I'd say there. Yeah, the sun. I feel like a lot of good stuff coming your way, but it's like you're kind of like, it's funny because you put all those suns in your comment, but you have the sun. Very positive, happy card, but it's like you're putting in the work to do that. Maurice, hello. Maurice, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. What do you see for me next week? Always looking to improve income. More money. You have the Ten of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Five of Swords is a card of like learning to say no to situations as well. It's kind of weird that that popped into my head, but Ten of Pentacles, definitely more financial opportunities. The Ten of Pentacles is very, very specific. Nobody talks about this. Hello. It's like the Ten of Pentacles is very specific. It says we need to learn as much as we possibly can about whatever it is we're doing, because Ten of Pentacles is a very good card, but it represents like hidden details. I would say it's a card of treasure. It's like we don't just find treasure, but it says there is probably more money in whatever it is you are doing, but you have to find treasure. So how do we do that? Well, really, it's not talking about like getting a shovel and digging for treasure. It's more talking about digging for more information, more opportunities, more training opportunities, whatever it is that you do, and that's where the money will come from. So, and the Five of Swords is just saying like focus on yourself to find those opportunities. Yeah, Queen of Wands, being more bold in your career. This would be being more assertive, asking for what you really want. So that's what I kind of feel like you're doing. Veronica, hello, thank you for the super chat. You say, card for the rest of the month, Five of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. This would represent an adventure. Five of Wands to me is the card of the adventurer. The Ace of Pentacles is my hero's journey card. It's my card of going on some sort of crazy journey in your life. The Five of Wands really could just say that it's like the spark of the idea that is coming into your head. So there could be like new business ideas, new job ideas popping into your head, new love ideas, pretty much anything. But I would definitely say explore those ideas that you're having at this time. Tony, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You say a card for my Leo and I. Eight of Cups. Did somebody walk away? I don't know. Seven of Wands. I would say if somebody walked away from this situation, there needs to be more open energy. If you are both still together, this would also say there needs to be more open energy in the relationship. This is not a bad thing, by the way, Tony. It is what it is, right? Just something to be worked on. We always have things that we need to work on in our relationship. So I feel like being more open with each other is what needs to happen here, or opening up more. Could be like emotionally, it could be about anything really, but that's what I get. Seven of Wands is a good card for commitments though. So again, if you are committed, it would be more positive. Literally, Michelle, hello, thank you again. I already said hi, but hello again. You say, what can I do to move forward with Alex? I feel like there needs to be an offer of love here, basically. I don't know, he might be a tough nut to crack, is what I'd say to you here, literally, Michelle. King of Swords and Emperor. To me, it's not like a bad combination, but it's not my favorite, because usually they're kind of like closed off to love. And again, it's not like they're not attracted to you or anything. It's just like they could just be one of those people who's more closed off. But Page of Cups says there needs to be like an offer of love here. So that could be like flirting, something like that. Yeah, Page of Swords still. Yeah, Page of Swords would be more of a patient energy as well. Kind of like if you want to get this to move forward, being more kind of like slow moving would be a good idea. Miss Leo Scorpaqua, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, BF's current feelings regarding our relationship strong. I like that. Queen of Cups, very loving and nurturing. Three of Cups, celebration. So very positive is what I'd say. Strength is a card of strength, being strong. So he probably pictures it as strong. That's literally what's popping into my head there. The Queen of Cups is just nurturing, very caring, wholehearted energy, wanting to put everything you've got into something. So again, very positive. And Three of Cups, celebration. Again, don't panic when you see this card. I know that everybody reads this card as third-party situation. I do not. To me, it never has meant a third-party situation. So I don't read it that way. To me, I just read it as a good kind of card of being with somebody or multiple people. But it's also a very supportive card as well, and that's more the energy I get for you, especially with that Queen of Cups there. But all right, everybody, let's get this show on the road, and let's start with Aries. Aries, what do I have going on for you? Also, everybody, before we get started, I will have a survey down below. If everybody could fill it out, if you want to fill it out, it's for my second channel that I'm going to be starting here soon. So I would really appreciate it. Really appreciate all the people. A ton of people filled it out. Really appreciate all the people that did fill it out already. But there will be a link below this video for that. But let's get started. One more shuffle here, Aries. One more shuffle. All right, Aries. What do we have for you, Aries? I cannot see the time. There we go. Aries, you have the Five of Swords coming up first here, the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I feel like some of you, this is pretty simple here, Aries. I feel like some of you are just, again, letting go of things that no longer serve you. It's funny, Sagittarius gets this message all the time that, well, not all the time, but pretty frequently, that they maybe are a little bit more self-centered, but I would say in a good way. This is not like self-centered like we all think about self-centered. It's like just thinking about yourself first, which is probably what you should be doing right now anyway. And that's when I get off this Five of Swords. The Ten of Wands, it's like you are deciding that maybe other people want you to do certain things in your life that you don't want to do. So maybe you're just going to start saying no with these two cards. It's just that simple. Or maybe you're realizing that you can't like sacrifice yourself for other people in just any situations at all. Could be love, could be in business, work, friendships, whatever. And I feel like some of you are just kind of taking care of yourself first. This is good because you show up here, the King of Wands with the Star. It's like you are filling yourself back up with the Star card. You are kind of doing your own kind of renewal type of energy here, no matter what. This could definitely, by the way, this could definitely be saying, and what's popping into my head now, Aries, is that you could have been dealing with problems with other people for a little bit of time now. So again, this could have like pulled the energy away from you. It could have affected you emotionally. It could have affected you mentally. Any way you could possibly think of. So I feel like some of you have had problems with people in general in your life. These could be close relationships, just people like at work. It could be people in business, whatever. And like I said, I feel like you're more taking care of yourself here, recharging your own batteries with this this Star card, and I feel like that's going to lead to a lot more hope. It's also a card of like being in the spotlight, so I do feel like a lot of you could be entering into the spotlight. This could be literally as well. You could be becoming famous. You could be here on YouTube. You could be doing anything. So I feel like there's a lot of attention. It's going to lead to a lot of growth with this King of Wands here, and a lot of you could be becoming more like bold, more courageous, and things like that. And that's really, this is one of those readings, Aries, where I just feel like it's more talking about more of a big energy around you. It's not really talking about anything specific in your life, if that makes sense. So I feel like this is more an energy that you are embracing at this time. Everything that is here. And finally, you have the Five of Cups in the Tower. Again, I do feel like some of you have had either problems with like jealousy or other people talking about you, or it could be about it could be anything with this combination, especially with like the Five of Swords. Such a weird combination, really, to get in a lot of ways. So I feel like some of you could have been dealing with like personnel conflicts at work, or pretty much anything, and it could have led to a Tower moment. For others, I get just some sort of loss here. So I feel like some of you have some sort of loss. I do feel regrets here as well. Four of Cups is not a card of regrets, but it's definitely popping into my head almost like the Five of Cups, which is. So I feel like some of you could be having regrets, like maybe you lost something where you feel like you could have saved it. Could be like a relationship, a house, a car, could be anything, but really I don't think you could. Things happen like they're supposed to happen, right? But I feel like a lot of you could be healing from these moments. For some of you, I feel like this is talking about jealousy to be ignored as well. I feel like I said the same thing to you last night. So I would say if you're dealing with jealousy or jealous people, anything like that, I would just let it go, ignore it, and that's pretty much that. But for others, moving, traveling, that always comes up for you here, Aries. So I feel like a lot of you could be moving and traveling as well. I really feel like there's about to be a lot of growth coming in for you. So that could be, again, if you're dealing with like weird problems from people or places, anything, I feel like it's because you're going through this like growth period of becoming more of a leader with that King of Wands. So yeah, weird reading, but there you go, Aries. Thank you, Aries. All right, Taurus. What do we have for you, Taurus people? And Taurus. All right. Taurus, you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I feel like some of you are about to, this is more money. So I feel like some of you are going to be either making more money or you're about to make more money with these two cards. For some of you, I feel like this could be, for some of you, I'm getting winning something as well, which is pretty weird. But this is like something, I would say, this is something, again, this might be for like one of you out there. I feel like if one of you entered like a competition or something like that, I feel like you're going to win. So that's definitely popping into my head. For others, I feel that this could be talking about doubling down on something and making more money because of it. For some of you, I feel like something is about to take over as well. So it's like maybe you have a job and a side business, and maybe your side business starts to take over. Maybe your side business is kind of like taking off. So that's kind of the feeling I get off of these two cards. For others, I'm getting a million things here for you, Taurus. For some of you, I'm getting like selling something. So you might be selling a home or a car, something expensive, and I feel like that's going to kind of like open you up to more abundance. Yeah, I'm getting like all sorts of stuff there, and I really like it a lot, Taurus. This is very positive. Next, you have the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So I feel like teamwork is going to be very helpful for you. I feel this for all air signs. I would say also, I mean, this goes for everybody with a ton of air, a ton of earth in their chart. If you have a bunch of earth in your chart, or if you have a bunch of earth in like your rising sign or your moon or something like that, I feel like for pretty much everybody like that, which is, most people really, then I feel like teamwork is going to be the most helpful thing for you this year, especially if you're trying to make improvements in business or anything like that. We really need to be like deciding what's important. Again, I kind of talked about this at the beginning with the Ten of Wands, where I don't remember who that was, but I was talking about the Ten of Wands, how Ten of Wands kind of says we need to figure out what we are good at, what we're not good at, and we need to do the things we are good at, especially in like work and business, and we need to get rid of all the other stuff and put it on to other people. So a lot of you could benefit from like teamwork, hiring employees if you have a business, even in work itself. If you could get into a position working on a team or working with a team, that would be a lot better for you. For others, this could just also represent a relationship. It could represent, I feel, for a lot of you, I feel like it's a new relationship where you're working better on a team. Even if you're in a relationship, this would represent kind of things moving forward in the right direction, where maybe you two are coming to a certain understanding where you will be working on a team. So kind of crazy messages tonight. And finally, you have the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Wands. I feel like some of you could be just walking away from things that no longer serve you, which is good. So I like that with the Eight of Cups. The Nine of Wands says that a lot of you are kind of like maintaining boundaries here. I feel this like somewhere else in your life. Like I feel like for some of you, this could be almost someone in your life that is feeling abandoned from you. But at the same time, like I feel like you have to block this person off. So I would say just do it, Taurus. Like, no matter how other people are feeling, it's like if you are helping someone, for example, in your life, and they don't want your help, it's like maybe you have to put up boundaries and block them off. I feel like they are going to feel the loss, but it's like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? Nothing. So that's what I'd say here. It's like you can't keep giving away free energy with the Nine of Wands. You will get burnt out. So don't do that. For others, I feel like this is you. This to me would represent that one last push in a lot of ways. The Nine of Wands kind of says that maybe with the Eight of Cups says that maybe you have been thinking about giving up or quitting on a project, but then you decide, you know what, I'm going to give it one last try. And usually it's that one last try, that Nine of Wands, one last shot that ends up working. So don't give up on anything there, Taurus. But that's it, Taurus. Thank you, Taurus. All right, Gemini, what do we have for you, Gemini people? All right. Gemini, you show up as the Queen of Swords and the Hermit. Some of you, I don't know what is up with you Geminis, but you have the Hermit. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You have the Devil. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. And the Death card, you could be dealing with a Scorpio in love. So I feel like some of you could be dealing with a lot of people in love in general. This could also just represent more of an internal energy here, and it would say that you pretty much went inside to find your own like personal truth. You went inside to find your own kind of like identity for a certain period of time. Could have been a short period of time, and maybe now you are ready to kind of like put that identity out into the world with these two cards. For some of you, this could have happened after a difficult period of time, like a breakup or a difficult breakup more specifically. Sometimes we go through a breakup and we just don't care, right? But this would be you kind of like finding yourself after a difficult, like a much more difficult type of situation. But I feel like a lot of you are very kind of like independent as well, very self-sufficient with that Queen of Swords right now. Next, you have the Devil and the Six of Pentacles. Again, I feel like some of you have been kind of cutting out people who are just toxic here. And again, the Six of Pentacles to me would represent cutting people out here who never gave enough in relationships. So I feel like you are not putting up with that energy anymore. Like being in a relationship potentially where somebody doesn't give at all. It's like you need probably at least equal, if not better, give and take in some sort of situation. So I feel like some of you are cutting out like toxic situations here. For others, again, I keep getting this. Even it's always so weird how these readings work out. I mean, I'll just say this, that I do like a bunch of personal readings. It's like things always come out in personal readings first, and then they show up in the daily readings, which is just always so crazy to me. But this has been showing up a lot lately in the personal readings, and to me, it just represents like putting more energy into health, or putting more energy into making yourself better in whatever way that is for you. So it could be like personal development. It could be just working on your mental health, your physical health, pretty much anything. But I feel like a lot of you could be doing that. And finally, you have the Death card and the Three of Swords. I feel like some of you are cutting somebody out here. It would be somebody specific, so I feel like some of you are cutting someone out here, or you could be leaving somebody behind with these two cards. This is saying that it's going to lead to a change, and it's probably someone who is toxic again, or someone who just doesn't put enough into relationships with these two cards. So I feel like some of you are cutting that out. For others, I feel like this is also health again. I feel like some of you could be just going through a healing or a transformation in your health with that Death card. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm getting there, Gemini, but still looks like a pretty good reading, I would say, even though, I mean, some of those cards are kind of challenging, but overall I would say that's pretty positive. So thank you, Gemini. All right, Cancer, what do we have for you, Cancer people? And Cancer, let's see here. Cancer, you have the Judgment card coming up first and the Page of Swords here. So I feel like for some of you, this is like an ex trying to come back, right? So I feel like some of you could have someone who's been trying to come back. I would say I would not go back to this person at all if this is happening for you here, because you have the Eight of Swords, the Emperor. I mean, these would be cards of staying stuck. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, the World. This just tells me if you were to go back to someone who's like spying on you, or if you were to go back to an ex, it would just be a repeat of the cycle. You would just be reliving the same thing that you've already relived, or possibly getting hurt worse. So I would say do not go back to anybody. For others, this is just cards of discovery. The Page of Swords with the Judgment card would just say you are being a Page of Swords, you are being curious about your true purpose in life with the Judgment card, and I feel like that's what a lot of you are working on. Next, you have the Emperor and the Eight of Swords here. So again, I feel like you need, this would definitely represent not keeping yourself stuck in a past relationship, like I already said, but it would also represent needing to set yourself free with that Eight of Swords. And the way to do that with the Emperor is to have structure. So if you are finding that your ideas, or if your days are all like confused and all over the place, the Emperor says come up with some sort of daily routine that will probably set you free. That will probably make you feel like you are making progress. So that's what I do here. The Emperor also is like about planning. So if you are feeling stuck, the Emperor says like come up with some sort of plan to get yourself out of being stuck in whatever area of your life you are stuck in. You know, again, if it's love, if you need new love, just agree to come up with a plan to go out, or get on Tinder and just agree to do those right swipes on Tinder for like, 10 minutes a day. It just could be some sort of plan, but as long as you're following a plan, you will get out of wherever you're stuck. Same thing with like a job. Just agree to apply to like one job a day. Eventually you'll get one. Guarantee it. So I feel like that's what this is saying. And finally, you have the Five of Pentacles in the World. Again, I feel like the Five of Pentacles is not important here. Sometimes I get cards that I call clue cards. To me, they just pop up in my head as a clue. And to me, they're just saying, like, if this person that I'm reading for were to go back to an ex, it would just be a repeat cycle. So to me, this is just a clue card, basically, for you, Cancer. The World, to me, is saying it would just be a repeat cycle. The World represents needing to step through a portal, needing to have a new beginning, but not necessarily with a past person if this is love. So I feel like you need to, like, step through the portal and start dating, or meet someone new. For others, I feel like this could be a closure on the Five of Pentacles, which would be good. It could be closure over a past relationship, but it could also be that you are ending a cycle of poverty, or you are ending a cycle of not having money, or you are ending a cycle of feeling like you don't have something that you need. So I do like this World card here, because it's saying that you are getting something that you need, or getting something that you have wanted for a long time. And it's also a card of kind of like finishing something. So, and that's popping into my head as well. The World can represent unfinished business. That's really what's popping into my head. So I feel like some of you are closing something that has been unfinished out. It could probably like a personal project, or getting a job, or whatever. So that's what I'd say to you, Cancer. But thank you, Cancer. All right, let's see what we have for you, Leo people. And Leo. Leo, you have the Queen of Cups here and the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, this is definitely love. Could be a water sign coming in for you. You've had a water sign show up quite a bit, so it could be love. and it could lead to marriage with the Hierophant. For others, this could just represent you putting all your time and effort into something that you're very serious about. For some of you, it could be education with the Hierophant card, or learning. So some of you could be educating yourselves, or you could be going to school or something like that. Queen of Cups just says you're putting all your time, attention, and energy into this. For others, this could represent healing, but again, the Hierophant to me would represent like through a doctor or something along those lines. So if you need to go to the doctor, I would say go to the doctor, of course, with these two cards. But that's all I'm getting there. Next, you have the Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords. This is just mentally keeping yourself trapped. Nine of Swords to me is a card that I call the anchor, which would be the Lenormand meaning for the Nine of Swords. But to me, it makes a lot of sense, and even intuitively, I pick up that it's the anchor. So it just says things from the past are holding you back, and these things are usually like fears, guilt, doubts, just past experiences that you've been through, and this would represent needing to cut those things out of your life, needing to get rid of those kind of negative feelings. Two of Swords is like needing to open your eyes and needing to realize that you're like in a much better place than you have been in a long time. So maybe your life isn't perfect, but if you think back like 10 years, maybe you're in a much better place than you have been. And I feel like some of you just need to realize that to see how far you have come. So I feel like that would be a really good idea for you. I also feel for some of you, this is like a choice that needs to be made. I would say if you're having to make any important decisions, it looks like you're going to make a choice. So you have the Ace of Swords and the Empress. It looks like you are going to make the right choice. So I would just make the decision here if you're trying to make an important choice. For some of you, you could be stuck in something legal here, definitely with the Hierophant and the Swords cards. It could be something like legal, but it could also be something involving the government, or it could be something that is involving some higher authority figure in your life. It could also just be like a divorce, but I do feel like some of you are could be involved in something legal, but this looks like justice to me. It looks like things will kind of go your way with these cards. For others, like I said, I feel like this is just clarity on exactly what choice you need to make in your life or what new things you need to do, and I feel like what you're doing now is going to lead to abundance with this card. So I feel like a lot of you are heading towards abundance. I would also say, as I always say to you, Leo, I feel like you are definitely one of those signs where laser-like focus is what you need right now. I feel like a lot of you need to be like laser-like focused on a bigger thing in your life, like a personal project, a business, a job, whatever it is that you want to do. The Ace of Swords to me is about putting all your focus on one thing, and it says if you do that, you will be successful. It will be this right here. It will be the Empress. It will be abundance. It will be kind of like a transformation as well. So I feel like a lot of you, it's like you're not quite here yet, but I feel like you're definitely on the way, Leo, so I do like that. I feel like you need to trust yourself more. Again, if you're like listening to other people, I feel like that is like the worst thing that Leo could be doing. That is like poison. I feel like other people are pretty much poison to you. You should look at them as you would poison, is what I would say, especially their ideas. So that doesn't mean you can't talk to other people. It doesn't mean that other people are bad, but I feel like the cards are always just saying that if other people are giving you their two cents about your business or about anything, especially if they've never done whatever it is that you're doing before, then I would just like turn them right off. Wouldn't even listen to them, is what I'd say to you. So that's that, Leo. Thank you, Leo. All right, Virgo, what do we have for you? Virgo, you have the Queen of Wands and the Chariot. I feel like you're very attractive at this time, so I would get out there. This could also be talking about a victory coming in for you here, Virgo. This combination would really say that being bold, being assertive, and then taking control of your life is what you need to do right now. So it says if you do those things, you will be very successful. The Queen of Wands says, pretty much whatever she wants, speaks her mind, and she kind of goes for what she wants in career. So I feel like a lot of you need to do that with the Queen of Wands. I feel like you need to kind of go for what you want. I feel like you need to speak up with this Queen of Wands. It would represent like needing to ask for a raise, needing to ask for a promotion if that's what you want, and or needing to tell a place that they should hire you because of X, Y, and Z. It's like sometimes I think people don't get hired because it's like they can't give a good enough reason to the place that could potentially hire them to hire them. So I feel like some of you need to think about that. Like, if somebody says, why should we hire you? Do you spit something out, or do you like kind of question it, or do you hem and you haw and all this other stuff? Like this would be like Muhammad Ali right here. These two energies saying I am the greatest. So I feel like some of you need to do that. I don't know, it's such a crazy message, but I feel like if you're going for an interview, anything like that, I would literally say it. What do you have to lose? It's like you don't have a job right now, so really you have nothing to lose, right? But for others, this could be moving for passion as well. So it could be like passion, could be love, just maybe your passion is travel. That's popping into my head there. Next, you have the King of Cups and the Lovers. Yeah, I feel like some of you have definitely a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you. Could be any sign. Could be you have Cancer here, so it could be a Cancer. It could be a fire sign. You've had other water signs showing up in your readings before, so it could be any sign is what I'm trying to say, right? Virgo, but definitely a Knight in Shining Armor type of person coming in for you. The Lovers, perfect love. The Lovers would tell me this is someone new. So again, if you have gotten out of a relationship, the Lovers to me always represents new love if you have gotten out of a relationship recently. And so it doesn't represent somebody from the past. So I do feel like this could be love for you. This could also represent just a path opening up in your life. Knight of Cups is a dream that you have. So a lot of you could be on the right path to get or have some sort of dream. You have the Chariot, which says you can pretty much live your dreams if you take control. So I feel like a lot of you need to do that with these cards. But the Chariot also represents action. Queen of Wands, also a card of action. So I feel like a lot of you need to take action towards your dreams. I feel like you'll get everything you want, is what these cards are saying here, Virgo. And finally, you have the Eight of Wands and the Two of Wands. Yeah, being bold. Like, look at all these cards here, Virgo. They're all like control, boldness, being assertive, going for what you want, all that stuff. So I feel like that's what you need to do here. The Two of Wands is the card of boldness. It's also the card of originality as well. If you're doing anything in business or work, the Two of Wands says don't be afraid to be original. You know, be original is what it's really saying. Do something different than other people, and don't necessarily follow, you know, a specific thing that other people do. So maybe that is the challenge for you, Virgo, is chaos. Like operating in chaos, trying to innovate in an area of your life could be a challenge as well. The Two of Wands could also be moving. Eight of Wands also moving. So I feel like a ton of travel, moving energy here for you, Virgo. So if you're planning on traveling or moving, this looks very good. For others, Eight of Wands is good news. I do feel like good news is coming in. Specifically, what I'm getting off of these cards is specifically if you've been involved in something legal, I feel like there could be good news coming in. I'm also getting that it might not be amazing either. So for some of you, again, as I always say, it's like you could be on the losing side of something legal, but this would still say good news. So yes, maybe you will still lose, but maybe it's not going to be as bad as you thought. I get this for you all the time, Virgo, so that wouldn't really surprise me. For others, I'm getting like written communication here. I feel like some of you could be getting important like letters, things like that, but they would be positive, not negative. And I also feel for others, if you're looking for love, Eight of Wands says date and also socialize. So there you go, Virgo. Finally a good reading, Virgo. I like that. That looks really good. So thank you, Virgo. All right, Libra. What do we have for you, Libra people? Libra. Libra, you have the Fool card and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you need to take a leap of faith towards love here as well, Libra. Libra, one heck of a love reading here that you got, so I like that. The Fool would say take a leap of faith in dating. So if you're looking for love, I feel like dating would be a good idea for you. For others, this would be just fortune after difficulty. So this could, this right here, everything you got going on here would say that if you've been struggling to get a job for a long time, or if you've been struggling to get your business started or get into a relationship or whatever, this kind of would represent things opening up for you. This would represent new opportunities coming in. So I feel like a lot of you could need to take that leap of faith with the Fool. Definitely a new beginning on the Fool. New beginning just keeps popping into my head here. That's really all I'm getting. But overall, I feel like you'll be very happy if you're starting something new. Next, you have the King of Swords and the Page of Cups. Something new coming into your life. Page of Cups. A new offer or something new. The King of Swords. You. So I feel like you're showing up in the strongest position possible with that King of Swords. I love that. To me, it puts you in a position of power and strength. It puts you in a position to get the things you want, basically. And it's also a card of your intentions as well. For whatever reason, I feel like intention is super important right now. Like, if we have an intention to do something, we need to do it intentionally with attention as well. So I feel like if we're going to do something, we can't half-ass it. As I always say, we got to whole-ass one thing right now. We can't half-ass anything because it's just not going to work. If we're going to do something, we got to dive in like head first and commit 2,000% to whatever it is. So that's what I'd say here. This could also be, again, kind of like I just said to Virgo, this could be some sort of legal offer coming in for you. I would definitely consider it. It's kind of weird because I've had a lot of meetings. I mean, not a lot of meetings, a lot of readings is what I was trying to say, of people who are coming to me in legal situations, and they keep saying to me, it's kind of weird because, like, to notice how this happens, but they will say, you know, they offered me a settlement for like $10 million, but I want 20, and I'm like, just take the $10 million. You will never make $10 million in your life again. So it's like, well, I shouldn't say that because maybe, but it's like, take the money. Don't try to get greedy here, especially this year. So I don't know what it is this year about people getting settlement offers and not taking it, but I would say if you get a settlement offer, take it. And because what I see in the chart as well is it's like the chart is saying Saturn Capricorn. The way to think about this is it's like your grandfather. It's like the rules. So it's like if our original thing was to get $10 million out of a settlement, we should just take it because, if we start getting greedy, then Saturn Capricorn is like, Saturn Capricorn, what I'm trying to spit out here, Libra, Saturn Capricorn doesn't allow that, so just take it, really. For others, I feel this could be a love offer coming in, definitely from this type of person right here, a King of Swords type of person, somebody very mature, very successful, hardworking, and Page of Cups could be a water sign, could be another air sign, could be any sign, really. You also have the King of Pentacles here as well, so I feel like for some of you, the King of Pentacles is saying that there could be like an earth sign coming in, somebody very stable, practical, or, kind of well put together, 4 Wands, commitment. So you could be meeting someone new that you get married to with this 4 Wands. For others who are not interested in love, this would just represent a new commitment to your finances. This has been the main message for you for months now, Libra. King of Pentacles, I always say, is like my boring financial card. To me, it's very boring because it's just like saving money and putting it in a 401k and all this other stuff. It's like, who wants to do that? Nobody really wants to do that. I mean, have you ever met these like financial types, right? They all have pocket protectors, let's put it that way, right? So I feel like for some of you, this is saying that you're just like focusing on the boring type of financial advice that you see out there, and that's that. 4 Wands says you're committing to it. It will lead to a celebration. Again, if you want love, this could represent new love, and that leads to a celebration or marriage as well. So there you go, Libra. Libra, that looks really good. So thank you, Libra. All right, Scorpio. What do we have for you, Scorpio people? And Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, you have the High Priestess and the 8 of Pentacles. I gotta clarify this, so let's see. Yeah, this looks very good for money. I feel like some of you are finally taking action on money. Some of you could be uncovering secrets about money as well. These are not really secrets because the 8 of Pentacles, but they might seem like a secret is what I would say here. So this could almost represent like you coming up with some sort of idea in your business that like doubles your income very quickly, and maybe you feel like it's a shortcut, but 8 of Pentacles really says it still really work. So to me, shortcuts never really work in business ever. As somebody who has tried like every single shortcut that exists, they never work. But what I would say is that there are things that we can do that can like shorten a process or make things easier, and that's kind of what I get here. If you're like in business or in work, I feel like you're just coming up with not shortcuts, but definitely kind of things that are making things a little bit easier or streamlining things, making things faster, smoother. Like all those things are popping into my head right now. For others, this could say that more learning. Again, High Priestess, card of knowledge. I said this to you last night, said it to you the night before probably as well. I feel like learning is going to be your best friend, Scorpio. I feel like that there are like secrets or things that are hidden, or maybe they're just hidden to you. And learning as much as you can about money, finances, work, business, whatever it is you do, I feel like that will kind of lead to the most money coming in. Or it will lead to more money coming in as well with these 2 cards. I also feel like some of you could just be mastering a craft here, and it does look like you end with the 9 of Pentacles. So I'd say if you're learning something specific, or if you have a specific business where you're trying to become a master of a craft, I feel like you will, is what these cards are saying. Next, you have the Strength card and the 3 of Wands. I feel like some of you need to be more bold, like stand up for yourself more in all areas of your life with these 2 cards. I also feel like some of you, definitely teamwork, but this could be travel. So some of you could be traveling, but for some reason I keep getting patience, and that is kind of like the message I say every single night. I feel like some of you could be moving or traveling, but it's like you've had to wait. Like I feel like you've had to wait a while, or you've been hoping to move for a while. And I feel like maybe you still have to be patient, but I do feel like the opportunities are going to be coming for you. I also feel like some of you, again, if you're like mastering a craft, or if you're learning something specific in your life, this would definitely represent becoming some sort of like authority figure. The Strength card is a card of gaining respect, but like people respecting you. So I feel like some of you could be becoming like a respected authority or an authority figure at work or something like that. And finally, you have the Page of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. Again, I feel like your passions hold the most opportunity for you, Scorpio. It's like you, Leo, and Pisces, and Capricorn are probably like the top four signs, I would say, that have the most opportunity in just a passion-based business or getting into a job that's more passion-based, not something that's just like a job. I keep talking about like how, probably jobs are going away. It's going to get a lot harder to get a job. And plus, also, the Saturn and Capricorn energy, once it leaves, is going to like make people not want to work in a corporation. So I feel like a lot of people are just not going to like those jobs at all. And so this could represent you working on something more passion-based. And this says there's a lot of money and success in whatever that is. So I would start working on something like that. I also feel like some of you this could be like a solo trip. Some of you could be going on a vacation or kind of traveling alone. And I feel like this would say this is a very good idea for you. I also feel for others, to me, this would represent more activity. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of diligence. It's kind of popping into my head weird. This is a card of activity, the Page of Wands. So I feel like some of you need to move more, need to get out more, maybe exercise, things like that. I feel like it's like kind of like a health message for some reason. So I would just watch your health. I don't think anything bad is going to happen. I feel like it's just saying watch your health, basically. So that's that, Scorpio. Thank you, Scorpio. All right, Sag, let's switch it up for you, Sagittarius. So Sag, as always, this is already a shuffled deck. I shuffle all the decks before I go live, but I do want to give this like another shuffle here. So hold on 1 second. And all right, here we go. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're very attractive at this time, Sagittarius, so I would say get out there. I feel like you could be getting a lot of attention with this Nine of Wands as well. So again, Nine of Wands to me is a card that says take advantage of attention. This would mean like in work and in business, create as many opportunities as you can to get more attention on you. And this could represent like you getting a raise in the future because of that, or getting a promotion, or getting more business to your business in the first place. This could also be love as well. It says, put yourself out there, try to get as much attention as you possibly can, and try to stand out as well. It's like this does not represent like going out with your hat pulled down over your eyes, not looking at people, just staring at your phone. You have to like look friendly. So if you want love and you want people to approach you, try to look as friendly as possible with these two cards. Next, you have the Three of Cups and the Four of Swords. I feel like for some of you, this is a celebration, like after a break. To me, this would represent almost a break. I feel like this, to me, would kind of represent getting a break from the universe. Four of Swords is a pain in the ass, plain and simple. Four of Swords is normally like a break or rest and relaxation, but lately, I've been feeling it's a break from the universe. I've gone over this before, but a break from the universe is usually never comfortable. It's usually kind of like the universe, maybe we need a job, for example, and then we can't find a job for like a really long time, and it's like the universe giving us a break, but these breaks are never comfortable, and so because like we don't have a job for a long time, and I feel like some of you are kind of putting an end to some sort of break from the universe. So again, a way to tell what a break from the universe is like maybe you haven't had money for a long time, but maybe also you've like just managed to skate by. Maybe you've just managed to kind of get by in some way. So that's kind of like a break from the universe. Same thing in love as well. It's like maybe you haven't had love for a really long time, but maybe you've kind of had like dates or something like that. So, but I feel like you're ending that cycle is what's popping into my head here. And finally, you have the Seven of Cups, and you also have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like some of you need to focus on your financial stability here. So I feel like you need to focus on like saving money or making more money in some way. For others, the Seven of Cups just says like, make sure to draw your focus to one thing at a time in your life, and that will lead to more stability with the Four of Pentacles. I am getting moving here as well. So I do feel like some of you could be moving or traveling for some reason with these two cards. Seven of Cups doesn't really have much to do with moving, other than the fact that it can represent too many choices. For some of you, I feel like you are, again, let go of past love. I keep telling everybody to do this. To me, the Seven of Cups represents commitment issues, and that's what's really popping into my head. So I feel like some of you could have been dealing with somebody in love who just has commitment issues. There's just probably no fixing it. So I would definitely move on. Like, especially, Seven of Cups is the type of thing where it's like you're with somebody, they tell you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, and then they, like, run away, right? So, that's the Seven of Cups. So if somebody did that to you, I feel like it's definitely time to move on. Four of Pentacles says let it go. For others, like I said, I keep trying to get more out of this, and all I'm getting is that I feel like some of you, maybe finances aren't amazing right now, but I feel like they could be getting a lot better, but I also feel like there's a need to be ready for the money with that Four of Pentacles. There you go, right there. So I feel like the Four of Pentacles, for whatever reason, I feel like it's talking about ready. It's like sometimes we don't get money because we're like not, ready for it. So I feel like it's saying like get your finances in order and then you'll have the money with that Four of Pentacles. But interesting message there, Sagittarius. Thank you, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn. What do we have for you, Capricorn people? And Cap. All right. Capricorn, you have the High Priestess and the Six of Pentacles as well. This to me would represent needing to put more energy. I feel like no testing things, Capricorn. It's kind of weird because Capricorn, you always get these messages of needing to experiment. You don't have any tonight, but I do feel like it's really important that you do experiment, Capricorn, on whatever it is that you're doing. But what I would say is like maybe you're starting a YouTube channel. This right here is saying do everything you possibly can to get it working, right? Put as much work as you possibly can. Don't just dip your toes in the water. I said the same thing to Taurus. Don't just dip your toes in the water. But I also do feel like you still need to experiment. So again, it's like it's kind of like a confusing message because I am always telling you to try things, but then I'm also telling you don't just try things. But I feel like you need to look at the bigger picture. It's like, this combination would be saying maybe you want to start a business. It's saying, pick one business, focus on that, and experiment within that business. Don't just don't just decide I want to start a business and then try to start 1,000 businesses. So I hope that makes sense. It's kind of a weird message. For others, I feel like you could be learning again. The High Priestess to me is a card of learning. It's a card of gaining knowledge, and the Six of Pentacles is also a card of knowledge. Gaining more knowledge. It's like allowing things to grow. So I feel like a lot of you are doing that, Capricorn. Next, you have the Fool and the Judgment card. I feel like some of you are going to be getting a new beginning because of something legal here. So if you're involved in something legal, just like I said to Virgo as well, I feel like it's not going to be as bad as you think it is. I feel like things are going to go really well for you with this Judgment card. I feel like some of you need to take a chance as well on like a new path in your life. I feel like for some of you, this could represent, I'm getting a lot of stuff here, Capricorn. Some of you, for some of you, it's kind of weird because like I feel like you could be reviving an old idea that you've had. I feel like I've said this to you for months, like off and on. It feels like some of you could be bringing back something to life that you've maybe worked on before. It could be like an old business, a personal project, but it does look like you're updating it as well, because it's like you always get these types of combinations where it's like something old but something new. So that would tell me that it's like maybe you're going to start an old business. You're kind of like doing it over, but you're also kind of, it's more updated. And I also am getting like maturity. All these words are popping into my head, like maturity and more success and all this other stuff. So I feel like you're just it's like the timing is right. And maybe that would be an easier message. I feel like I'm babbling tonight, man. Wow, it is like a crazy night. But anyway, I feel like some of you, it's just saying that, you're kind of like at the right point, is what I'd say. The Fool, also, I feel like there could be new paths opening up for you, but it's like these are things that you're feeling pulled to with the Judgment card. So I would say if you are feeling pulled to do anything in your life, it is definitely time for you to do it with these two cards. And finally, you have the Emperor and the Five of Swords. I feel like some of you, need to just like let something go here as well. So it's like I feel like some of you, I keep getting like cut your losses. I think I said that to you last night as well. I feel like some of you need to cut your losses. I feel like there could be something that you're holding on to. It feels more like financial to me, and I just feel like you need to cut your losses on something. I feel like you would know what it is. I feel like it's something that hasn't been working for a long time as well. Could be a job. It's like maybe you've had a job. Maybe it's okay, but maybe it's not great. And I feel like you just need to like kind of do something new here, Capricorn. Yes. Exactly what I said. I feel like money is coming for you. Eight of Pentacles to me is material success on the horizon. So it doesn't say tomorrow, but it does say more money is coming in. But Eight of Pentacles also says like kind of, put the work in to start something new here, Capricorn. But there you go, Capricorn. I feel like that was all over the place, so I apologize, Capricorn, but it is what it is. That's what I get. All right, Aquarius. What do we have for you, Aquarius people? Aquarius, you have the Star card and the Queen of Swords, so you showing up in a very strong position, puts you in a position of power and strength here, just like Gemini, so I feel like you're coming up in a very strong position. The Star would represent, like, is you, number one, but it's also new hope, so I feel like there's new hope. I also feel like miracles coming in for you here as well. It's like something is coming, this looks really good. It's like something is coming in that is allowing you to move forward in whatever area of your life you want to move forward in, so I do feel like there's new hope coming in for you. I also feel like a sense of clarity here. You have a ton of cards of clarity. You have this card right here, the Star. You also have the Ace of Swords and the Sun. These are all cards of gaining a great deal of clarity and kind of like understanding what you're doing. To me, this all would say that you are moving forward in the right direction in your life. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores. Ace of Swords, again, clarity that we were talking about with that Star card. So it's like you are finally able to move forward in your life, in some area of your life that you want to. I feel like some of you could be gaining new ideas that also set you free here, is what I'm getting. So like I said, maybe your money hasn't been that great. Maybe you get some ideas to like start a business or go get a job that's a lot better, or whatever the case may be. And I feel like that's going to lead to a lot of improvements with these cards. I also feel that for some of you, it's kind of a weird message as well. I feel like conflict is actually a good thing. Like I feel like there could be some sort of conflict, or you could have already been in some sort of conflict, but I feel like it was totally meant to be whatever it is. For some of you, I'm getting like divorce or something like that, or a breakup, but I feel like it's pushing you exactly to where you need to go. So I feel like for some of you, there's like a conflict that was a good thing right here. And finally here, Aquarius, you have the Eight of Cups and the Sun. So the best card in the deck. Again, I feel like some of you walked away from something that's leading to total happiness, that's leading to enlightenment, solutions, happiness, like all sorts of things, and success as well. I also feel like for others that this could just be talking about outcomes. Like I feel like this could be an ending, and it would be like a positive ending. Eight of Cups could be walking away from something that you're finishing up, and the Sun is also a card of just an outcome, having some sort of outcome to something that you're working on. So again, it could be like a business project, work project, or a personal project as well. So I feel like some of you could be wrapping something up there. Yeah, it's like you've seen something through to the end with the Strength card popping up here, Aquarius. So I like that. Queen of Pentacles would say you're about to start a new journey. This almost has a world vibe to me. It would have been easier if the world just popped up in your reading, because that's kind of what I'm getting. Like I just feel like some of you are wrapping up goals, finishing projects, finishing relationships, starting new ones. It's like you're just stepping through a new portal. Queen of Pentacles to me is a card called the Crossroads. To me, it just says you're stepping off on a new path. So I feel like a lot of you are starting a new journey. I feel like you've been very patient for this new journey as well. Pretty straightforward, Aquarius. Really good. Really positive. So thank you, Aquarius. All right, Pisces. Pisces, thank you for your patience as always. Really appreciate it, Pisces. Let's see what we have for you, Pisces. Pisces, definitely get out of your head, Pisces, number one. I feel like some of you could be very much in your head at this time. It actually doesn't look that bad after clarifying it, but you have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Some of you could be having worries, anxieties, fears, doubts, depressions, things like that you just don't need to have. But the Eight of Swords says, set yourself free. I feel like Five of Wands could be you walking away from, or needing to get away from conflict in your life. However, whatever that means for you. It could be people, it could be a job, it could be a business, whatever is causing conflict in your life. I feel like you need to get away from it. For some of you, I also feel like you need to start some sort of journey in your life. Eight of Wands to me, I used to call Indiana Jones. To me, it's like going on some sort of crazy journey to get some treasure in your life. And I feel like Eight of Swords says don't keep yourself stuck to where you are right now. So this could represent like taking a leap of faith, starting a business. That's definitely a journey. It could represent getting a job that you know you need to get. Could represent like going back to school. Usually this would represent kind of like the Six of Swords, like some sort of rite of passage. So it usually has more to do with like business or work or something like that in your life. So I feel like some of you just need to go on this path right here, some sort of adventure. Next you have the Nine of Swords and the Six of Cups. Nine of Swords, again, worries, fears, doubts, anxieties, depression, all this other stuff. Six of Cups, happiness, like the total opposite of all of those things. It could also, what this could represent though, is your past. Six of Cups, nostalgia, thinking about the past. Nine of Swords, the anchor, things from the past holding you back. Definitely time to let go of the past here, Pisces, whether it's an ex or whether it's ideas or thoughts that you have. It could be anything, but I feel like some of you need to let that stuff go. For others, I feel like you're, like, to me, I'm just getting, like, hoping for relief or something like that is popping into my head. I don't know, I can't really, it's not really clarifying in my head, but I'm getting something about, like, hoping for relief or hoping to get some relief or something like that. So again, it doesn't feel like health to me. I guess it could be health for some of you, but it feels like you have just been maybe feeling this for way too long. This Eight of Swords, feeling confined, feeling trapped. So it's like when you felt like that for a long time, maybe you just feel like you want to explode and be set free. So I feel like some of you want this freedom, and that's what I feel like is coming. I feel like saying your solution is the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. You. So again, this would be you wholeheartedly committing to something in your life, starting something new. Ace of Pentacles to me, again, is the hero's journey. It's some sort of journey that you have to undertake in your life to be successful. And for a lot of you, it's probably financial because of the Ace of Pentacles. And for others, it could be anything else. It could be love, it could be spiritual beliefs, it could be your health, it could be anything. But I feel like there's need to, again, Queen of Cups is my card of wholehearted energy. It's my card of putting everything you got into something. So if this is business, giving it all you got. If it's work, giving it all you got. If it's love, same thing. But I feel like some of you need to do that. To me, this is very good energy for love as well, Pisces. So some of you could be getting into new relationships. You could be meeting new people with these cards. You could be with, if you're with somebody, this is a very good energy as well. Very good for the path that you're on. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you are like releasing burdens as well. I mean, that's part of like the problem for you, Pisces, is like, I feel like the path is open for you to move forward in whatever area of your life you want to move forward in. But like the Ten of Wands, like I've said to everybody who's had the Ten of Wands tonight, still says that you could be carrying weight from other things that you feel are holding you back. I feel like it's time to put the extra responsibilities, other people's BS that you've been carrying around. I feel like it's time to put that stuff down with the Ten of Wands, because that will help you move forward faster with this Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a really good card. I feel like you're being very patient, very hardworking, Pisces. I feel like you're also being very reliable to not only the people around you, but to yourself. So I really like this energy for you, Pisces, is what I'd say. But Pisces, that looks really good. Again, get out of your head, Pisces. That's all I'm gonna say. Everything else looks good, but I feel like your head is your own worst enemy as usual. So thank you, Pisces. Thank you, everybody, again, for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to do a pick a card now. We are going to do cards 1, 2, and 3. So let's see what we have for everybody. 1, 2, and 3, people. And like 2 more shuffles, people. 2 more. We are close. Ninja, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Leon, welcome. A Winter, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And alright, 1 more shuffle, people. K-Stars, hello. Again, you made it again. That is good. Alright, 1, 2, and 3, people. Alright, if you pick card number 1, you have the Page of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Definitely could be an ex spying on you, card number 1, people. This has come up off and on for like the past few months, so I feel like some of you could be dealing with an ex or something like that. For others, this could also represent you kind of discovering something in your life. Page of Swords is my favorite card of discovery. To me, it's a card of being like a detective. So some of you could be deciding, or you could be finding something to choose in your life. It could be like a job, a business, a spiritual belief. It could be a diet. It could be anything. But this basically just says do your research. So if you're doing anything, I would just say do your research, card number 1. If you pick card number 2, you have the 4 Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Holy crap, that is really good. I feel like for some of you, you could be on the path to marriage with the 4 Wands. Ace of Pentacles is Ace of Pentacles to me is the path of marriage, because Ace of Pentacles, you'd think after all these years of reading, I would have figured out what the hell this thing is called. But you know the thing that people get married in front of, whatever the hell they call that thing, one of those things. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. But basically, that's what the Ace of Pentacles represents. One of those marriage things, whatever that is, right? But I feel like, to me, this is like, some of you could be on the path to marriage. 4 Wands, celebration, really happy. So I really like to see that. Ace of Pentacles, very good for money as well. I feel everything for you, card number 2, people. Celebrations, happiness. Ace of Pentacles, really good for business if you're starting a business. 4 Wands just says commit to it, whatever it is that you're committing to. But I feel like that you're on some sort of journey, card number 2, people, and I feel like it's going to be extremely successful. So whatever you're starting, or whatever you have started, card number 2, looks amazing. But I feel like this is everything. Arch, altar, I don't know, it's something like that. That's not what I'm talking about. It's like one of those things, I don't know, whatever. Card number 3, if you pick card number 3, you have the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. I feel like for some of you, this is saying that you are putting down your anxiety. You are putting down the things that you fear with this 9 of Swords. The 10 of Wands, like releasing too many responsibilities. 9 of Swords is like carrying too much what other people think, is what I'd say here. So I feel like some of you need to not worry about what other people think with card number 3. And I feel like you need to release your things. But I feel like you are. 8 of Pentacles to me, card number 3, 8 of Pentacles to me would say that you are releasing too many burdens in your your life. So I feel like card number 3, maybe some of you have carried too many responsibilities. This would say that you are kind of releasing these things in the future. So you are kind of like in the process of transforming past difficulties. All right, so thank you everybody again for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to answer questions now. Of course, super chats will get preference, but I will try to answer as many people as I possibly can. So let me figure out where I was. I don't even remember. I don't think it's an altar. An arbor sounds right, but I don't know. I'll figure it out, everybody. I'll figure it out, and I will let everybody know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, if you haven't realized. Stunning, Casey. Hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, just stopping by to say hi. I got a jet. Oh, sad. You say, pay it forward to someone. Water break. You know what? I do need a water break. All right, perfect. Casey, I will definitely keep an eye out for somebody to pay it forward to. Let's see. Elizabeth Gonzales, thank you for the super chat. Elizabeth, if you could pop your question in down below, that would be great. Carmela, I'm going to pay it forward to you. Carmela, you say, where's my love? Carmela, I feel like you need to let go of the past for love. And, yeah, I feel like you need to get clear. I feel like you need to face some fears here. Page of Wands, I feel like you need to go on the... Carmela, I feel like you need to go on the dating journey, basically. Yes, 10 of Cups. To me, 10 of Cups is a card of needing to date. And the Moon is like a card of operating through fear. So I feel like you need to like move past your fears. Page of Wands, moving towards something that you want. 10 of Cups, dating. So I would get out there and date, Carmela. Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. General love poll, please. You have the Ace of Cups and the Magician. You can have whatever you want here with these two cards. So Ace of Cups is my I love you card, but it's also a card of like new love coming in. The Magician says you can have whatever you want. So I feel like you need to focus on exactly what you want. If I was being super picky about the Magician, to me it also says maybe that you are not using all your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities to get love, or you are not using everything at your disposal to get love. I talk to people all the time, like you, I'm sure everybody has heard me rant about this before, how I say, it's like I talk to a lot of people. People always come to me. They're like, I want love. And then I'll say, okay, how are you online dating? And they're like, oh, no, I can't online date because of X, Y, and Z. I'm like, well, you're telling the universe you don't want love. It's like if you are telling the universe that you want love, you better do everything you possibly can to get it, including online dating, no matter how you feel about it. Because if you don't, it's like the universe is trying to bring you love, but you're saying no to something. And so the universe is like, well, they don't want love, plain and simple. So I would use everything at your disposal to get love. Rant over. Rose, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Why does every aspect of life seem crazy? Are things, yeah, I feel like you're just getting out of winter, basically. I feel like you need to be patient. The Temperance is a card of needing to kind of like turn things around and turn your situation around as well. So I feel like you need to, with this Temperance card, it's like turning water into wine, or turning your current situation into something better, basically. So I feel like you need to do that. But the world, yeah, I feel like you're wrapping up cycles, getting over things, basically, completing goals, and maybe that's why. It's like you're stepping through a new portal, so maybe life is different, and that's why it seems kind of like weird, basically. Elizabeth Gonzales, thank you again. Does the Aquarius want to commit soon? I would say no. Yeah, I would say no. Three of Pentacles does say you could put in the work. If you're willing to be patient, I would say, oh, then fine, is what I would say with these two cards. But at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily wait, because it's like one of those things, like who knows how long you're going to have to wait with this Four of Cups. So, yeah, I would say, I feel like right now, no. But I feel like that Three of Pentacles says with work, it could change. So there you go. Annette, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Annette, you say card for yourself. I can't read for myself, Annette. I have the death card for myself. So I'm going through a transformation, apparently. Maybe I'm pregnant, right? Like on the death card. Veronica, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Do you say anything interfering with my growth? No. You say people, friends, habits, etc. What details am I missing, or should I focus on? Thank you. Three of Wands, literally a card of growth. King of Cups. King of Cups would be increased growth, because it's like a return of energy to your life. Three of Wands says focus on taking the lead, number one. And it also says focus on teamwork, number two. So I would definitely focus on those things. But it's also the card of growth. It's a card of expansion. Yeah, the Devil card as well. So I feel like getting rid of bad habits would be a good idea for you as well. So yeah, I would just get rid of bad habits. But Six of Pentacles, card of growth. Six of Pentacles is a card of planting seeds to me. So to me, it represents kind of like giving and receiving, but it's also a card of, you know, kind of like planting seeds, like just starting new projects and all those other things that will lead to growth is what I'd say to you. No doubt about it. Alyssa, thank you for the super chat. You say, could you pull some cards for work? You have the Emperor, a Boss, Ace of Wands. I would say Ace of Wands would represent a creative new idea to like do something new in your life. So, but to me, the Ace of Wands is a pull because it represents desire, it represents feeling pulled towards doing something work. The Emperor just says, have a plan for what you're going to do, and you will be very successful. Ace of Wands is a card of abundance. So I feel like there's kind of like a lot of abundance available to you, but it says have a plan for business. But that looks really good. Ace of Wands is one of my favorite cards, is what I'd say. Yeah, Alyssa, I feel like exactly what you put in is exactly what you are going to get out of work with the Justice card. Justice is cause and effect. It says what you put in is what you get out, plain and simple. Griselda, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, will my finances get better? I would say yes. Probably some, yeah. A 9 of Wands says don't give up, obviously, but Page of Cups is like accepting a new offer. It could be like a new job offer, work offer, business offer, but it could also just be like a raise or a promotion. 9 of Wands says don't give up, and it says be perseverant, but yes. Yanni, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Weekend card, please. You have the 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. Probably a good weekend to focus on yourself, is what I'd say. 5 of Swords is the card of like self-interest, but you know, sometimes I feel like it's in a good way. So I feel like it'd be a good weekend to focus on yourself. Yeah, exactly. The Star, taking care of yourself. I mean, this is a card of rest and relaxation. So I feel like it would be a good weekend for you to like just be nice to yourself and take care of yourself. That's all I would do. Probably the best thing you could do. Ursula, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will the door to the entrance be open so I can have access to the gym space for my students on the first day of school? I would say yes to you. So, Ursula, I would say yes. 9 of Wands, yes. 9 of Pentacles, yes. 8 of Wands, movement. So, I would say yes. So, yes. Sebs, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will there be positive progress with JM the Saggy? I would say maybe. Sebs, 7 of Cups, too much confusion. The Lovers, to me, if this is love, the Lover says pick someone new, is what the Lover says. The Lover is very clear to me. But the 7 of Cups says there's too much extra detail. This needs to be focused, is what I'd say. So I would say yes, in a way. Rose, thank you for the super chat. You really appreciate it. You say, cards for my Cappy friend. Your friend has the 2 of Cups and the Hangman. Could be love coming in here, so this could be a love situation for them. But Hangman would represent like a delay. So maybe things have been delayed in this situation, or again, am I reading for your friend? I'm not sure. But anyway, 2 of Cups would be love coming in, and the Hangman is like kind of like waiting here. Yeah, maybe they need to let go of a heartbreak or something like that for this to move forward. JC, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. It's an altar if you're... I have no clue what you're talking about. I have no clue what you're talking about, JC, in that. But JC, I pulled your card. Queen of Wands. So be bold, be assertive. You know, go for what you want. I feel like you get that card all the time. Lynette, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I be more creative and abundant in my new home? I would say yes, for sure. 5 of Cups is just like, you know, kind of hoping that there is a change. Like, I read for this a lot. Like, you know, a lot of people come to me and they're like, if I move, is it going to, like, totally change my life? I'm like, no. When you move, you are going to feel exactly how you feel right now, but just in a different place. But the King of Wands, creativity, boldness, being successful, so I would say yes. Carla, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Moving soon. Yes, definitely. Carla, to me, the Tower is a card of moving, just plain and simple. To me, it's not a bad card. To me, it just says you are moving, plain and simple. And then card for career, you have the Ten of Swords. This could represent needing a new career. To me, Ten of Swords is very specific when it comes to career. To me, it is very specifically a card of getting a new career or starting something new. So I feel like something new could be coming in for you. Elizabeth Gonzales, yes, definitely. You say here, thank you for the super chat, by the way. You say new love coming anytime soon. Yes, definitely. King of Pentacles to me would represent new relationship or new love coming in for you. So, yes, is what I would say here. No doubt about it. I feel like there's new love coming in. Probably an earth sign. Yeah, I feel like you need to open up to it, though. So, stay open. All right, everybody. I think I'm all caught up. I'm not sure. Let me just check one thing. They changed Streamlabs, if you can believe it, and it's totally messed me up. So I have no clue where to look now. But all right, if I have not answered your question, feel free to pop it in down below, and I will stick around for a little while longer. Jolene, can I have a card for the weekend? You have the Nine of Cups, so wishes, happiness, fulfillment. That looks really good. Enzo, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, I've had 555 and 111 appear in the last 2 days. Any cards on this in the weekend? Yes. You have the Five of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. I feel like you need to, like, move. This is such a crazy message, Enzo. I feel like you need to focus on, like, what's important. But this is, like, I feel like this is talking about work. I feel like it's talking about finances. But I feel like it's saying, like, work smarter, not harder. That's the message I'm getting off of these cards. So that's what I'm getting, and I feel like it's in regards to those numbers. Next, you say the weekend. For the weekend, and so you have the Wheel of Fortune, so a turnaround, happiness, good things coming in for you. So I feel like there's like a lot of happiness and a lot of good things coming in, but definitely a lot of luck as well. So a turnaround. Yeah, Two of Pentacles says pick the new path, do the new thing as far as work or business is concerned. Yanni, you say, will I be able to get my son a car soon for school? Yes, definitely. Ace of Swords, victory, Page of Pentacles, you will have the money to do this. So, yes, is what I would say here, for sure. Look at a car right here, Knight of Pentacles. So, yes, for sure. All right, are we going to do this? Hold on 1 second. You know what? We are going to use the power of Google here since we have to. And we are going to see what it's called. So, everybody, don't worry. We're going to figure out what this is called. And we're gonna, yeah, it is called an arbor, although I don't know, it looks like some of these dummies here online call it an arch. It is an archway, I will give them that, but I thought I had a fancier word about, like, I thought the word was a lot fancier than arbor, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess arbor is the right word. So there you go, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for some of you got it. You all win a prize. You win a internet high five from me for everybody who got arbor, so thank you. Donna McCall, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say cards for weekend in love. For the weekend, you have the Six of Swords. So I feel like you are moving forward on the right path. So that's what I would say here with the Six of Swords, card of improvements, moving on to calmer shores. For love, you have the Fool, needing to get out there. Of course you have this card, Donna. That doesn't surprise me at all. Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like you need to get out there and date, is what I would say to you here with the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, plenty of people be attracted to you, so I would get out there. But the Fool, need to take the leap of faith, needing to get out there, is what I'd say, Donna. Yeah, letting go of the past, for sure. And the Sun, tons of attention. What did I say? Nine of Wands, Donna, does that ring any bells for you? But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of attention for you, Donna, so definitely tons of love, no doubt about it. Shane, yeah, I like the Four of Wands. That's exactly where I was going with that, I suppose. That would have been easier, right? Card of your love card, you have the Chariot. I feel like you are in control of your love situation, so I would get out there, is what I would say to you. No doubt about it. Simone Cooper, I can find missing documents, but it takes me way too long, so it's not something I can do live for you. It doesn't just pop into my head like that. It takes me a while. But not really a question I can answer. Christina Nava, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Career card for my buddy Michelle. Two of Swords. I feel like Michelle needs to make a decision, is what I'd say. I feel like they need to make the unpopular choice, is literally what is popping into my head. So I feel like if they're trying to make a choice, I feel like they have to make the unpopular choice, meaning usually Two of Swords says you have to make the choice that's right for you. So I feel like that's what needs to happen there, is what I'd say to you. Hold on 1 second, everybody. I gotta get this thing to refresh. It's taking its sweet time. Let's put it that way. And it actually just doesn't want to refresh at all. Here we go. Kundalini Shakti, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Can you tell me more about my future love? Could be a Leo coming in for you. High Priestess and Four Swords. I feel like you're on a break from love right now. This is not answering any questions for you, so I'm going to skip it. Six of Wands, yeah. It's funny. Okay, this is what I will tell you. Is like sometimes I do readings for people and they want very specific details, and the cards do not give specific details. I think that's one of the misconceptions with tarot in the first place, is it's like the answer you get might not be the answer you want, right? It's the answer you need. So I need to start saying that at the beginning of my readings, because I have people all the time, how dare you say my ex is leaving me? I'm like, you get the answers you need, not the answers that you want. So that's what I feel. I feel like that's what's happening here. I feel like it's just saying that you're on a break from love right now. I feel like it's saying you need to go out and get attention. It's like sometimes the universe doesn't tell me who is specifically coming in for you in love, because it's like if that's all you're focusing on, but the universe needs you to date to learn some lessons, then you're never going to learn those lessons, because you're never going to find that person. So it's like sometimes we got to go through stuff just so that we can, get what we really want. But Six of Wands, tons of attention. Queen of Pentacles, says step off on a new path. Definitely new love coming in for you. Tons of opportunity, but I would get out there and seek those opportunities. Yeah, I feel like you're keeping yourself stuck, so I feel like you need to keep an open mind. JC, thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say the thing people stand at in weddings is a chupa. There you go, everybody. JC says it's called a chupa. So thank you, JC. And JC, I'm pulling you another card, Hierophant. I feel like things are divinely guided in your life right now, JC. All right, I think I'm all caught up again. I'm pretty sure. Am I? Oh no, I missed Christina. Christina, thank you again for the super chat. You have the Queen of Swords for the weekend and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, it could be like a very nice, calming weekend for you, is what I would say here as well. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords says, like, if it's being super picky about the Nine of Swords, it would say that you need to make sure not to be too kind of like not too quick to like jump to any conclusions or anything like that about information you get this weekend. But Nine of Cups, total fulfillment. Seven of Swords, or Queen of Swords, taking care of yourself. So that looks pretty good to me. Asunta, you say, card for new home I'm trying to buy. Please. Oh, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, definitely. So I feel like there's a lot of luck here, is what I'd say for you. So yes, buy the home. All right, everybody. I will take a few more questions here, by the way. So feel free to type in your question down below. Brandy, hello, Brandy, by the way. And Brandy, will you get, I would say yes, 7 of Wands. So yes, I feel like you will get a job soon, Brandy. Yeah, lovers, something new coming in for you. Moonshine Z, you have the Two of Cups, best love card in the deck. So I feel like there's a perfect match coming in for you here, Moonshine. I feel like you need to take more action, though, with that card as well. Happy birthday, Rouge, by the way, and you have the 10 of Wands. So, yes, I feel like positive things are coming in for you. Megan, thank you for the super chat. Card for the weekend, you have the 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. You could be very focused on your finances right now. It seems to me that a lot of people are very focused on their finances at this time, but I do feel, so yeah, I feel like more money is coming in for you, but maybe not this weekend. Just saying, like, you could be focusing on ways to make more money or ways to work towards more money. Now, this could also represent kind of like working on love as well, because the 8 of Pentacles is just work on something that you want. Lovely Amara, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. You say, met someone new. Aries, what can you tell me about the connection? You have the 3 of Swords, so I don't know what that means. 7 of Swords, I don't like that. And the Queen of Wands. I feel like you need to stand up for yourself. This isn't actually that bad. Amara, this could just say that you're coming off of a heartbreak, or they're coming off of a heartbreak, or you're both coming off of a heartbreak, but I think there's a lot of attraction there for you. Yeah, definitely. Empress, a lot of attraction, a lot of abundance. I would see where it goes. Victory, that's one hell of a name. That just struck me. What an idiot I am, huh? Thank you for the super chat, Vic. You say, will I be in a relationship soon? I feel like you need to be patient at this time. 5 of Cups, I feel like you need to let go of the past as well. You could be crying over spilt milk. Yeah, I would date. So I would say yes if you get out there and if you date with this card. So yes is what I'd say to you. Yeah, yes. Maybe a fire sign, but I feel like that's you. I feel like that's you getting out there and dating. Rebecca C, for love, you have the 4 Cups. I feel like you just need to focus on what you want. 4 Cups says focus exactly on what you want in love, and you will get it. So that's what I do here. And for money, you have the Tower. I feel like you've gone through Tower moments financially. 3 of Pentacles, I feel like more work needs to be put into your finances or money. 3 of Pentacles is about quality of the work that you do. So it kind of says, like, focus on the quality, but could represent money coming in through your own hands is what I would say to you. Victory, how did I make a mistake on your question? Because I think I answered it very clearly. Can you reword your question for me? Because to me it reads, will A be in a relationship? Or is that what you're asking? I'm not sure. You're gonna have, Vic, feel free to clarify your question down below. But to me, I answered it very clearly. Kendry, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, can you please answer my question? Oh, yes. You say, when you are done with super chat, will I get a job at Zoomies in Hot Topic, and is it right for me? I would say yes. Yes, 10 of Swords is like a change in job, and this right here is standing up for yourself is what I would say to you. Victoria, I didn't say anything about a car. So you're gonna have to go back and re-listen to your question, because yours was all about your relationship. Virgo Sun, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for September. You have the Page of Swords here and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like this is you discovering things that you want, really. Queen of Cups is like, sometimes when we have the Queen of Cups, Virgo Sun, we have like a very strong desire to commit to something when this card comes up. It could be love, but it could also be like a personal project or your health or something else. Page of Swords is like kind of like seeking reasons to commit to something. So that's why it's a card of research, because it's kind of like we are looking for reasons to commit to something that we want. So when we do that, right, we like try to do a bunch of research and we try to confirm our ideas about something we want to do with our lives. And I don't know, I feel like for the whole month you might be doing that. Yes, literally, 4 Wands, card of commitment. Could be love coming in for you as well, is what I would say there. So that's that. All right. That looks good. 2 of Swords, make up your mind. You started using last name. I get confused, but I knock on my teenage door. I say, my boyfriend, give a shout out. Very confused by that. I'm not sure. Been trying to move. Perfect. Yes. Fairy Dust, you say, will I get the opportunity to help support my Cancer friend? He's an accident victim. I would say yes. 6 of Cups. So support, being able to help someone. So yes, is what I'd say here. No doubt about it. Rebecca C, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, how does my Pisces feel towards me? Ace of Pentacles, path to marriage is what I would say. This came up for, didn't come up for Pisces tonight, maybe, or maybe not. I'm not sure. But, yeah, Ace of Pentacles is a path to marriage. So it doesn't mean that you will get married, but it does mean that you are maybe on the path to marriage. So, yeah. So I feel like there is a lot of good stuff going on there. Yeah, I would get out of your head. Don't worry about things. Like, Nine of Swords says get out of your head, Rebecca, and don't, like, put, especially with the Nine of Swords, because the reason I don't like the Nine of Swords for love is because it's about, like, putting old stuff on something new. So I feel like you need to, like, let go with that Nine of Swords of, like, old relationship problems and putting those on new relationships is what I would say. So that's that. No doubt about it. Janine, hello, by the way. Janine, you have the Nine of Wands. I'd say don't give up on something you want to work on, but it's also a card of, I feel like saying success for you. This is not a card of success, but I feel like you're about to be successful on something that you haven't given up on, is what I'd say to you. So that's that. To know if I'm in love with her and am I going to leave? Simone, I feel like you're putting the work into the relationship is what I would say to you. For sure. Victory, I answered your question. If you just go back, that was somebody else's question. You're going to have to listen because I answered your question very specifically. So don't miss out on your super chat. Cartier, new apartment soon. I would say yes to you. Yes. Maisie, hello. Cards for my shit list. 10 of Cups. I feel fortune after difficulty. So, Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is like your emotions overflowing. So I feel like there's happiness coming in for you and all sorts of stuff. So I feel like things are going to go well for you with these 2 cards. But fortune after difficulty on the 10 of Cups. So I feel like things are going to get better there. If we're talking about a love shit list, by the way, this is like you attracting exactly what you want. So definitely, I like that a lot. Big Man Haynes, you have the 2 of Pentacles here in the Ace of Swords. I feel like you're heading towards victory is what I'd say here. And the 2 of Pentacles is like saying pick the new path. So I feel like you need to pick a new path in some area of your life. Lion Siege, is my ex coming back? I would say no. Page of Pentacles is very specific to me. Lion Siege, to me, Page of Pentacles is a card of a brand spanking new person. So to me, this says pick someone new, basically. Nina, hello. Nina, I feel like you need to get off the pole, is what I'd say. The Hangman is a card of needing to take action on things in your life. I feel like you need to take action, is what I'd say to you. Jacqueline, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You say, should I run away from home? I do feel like there's a change coming in for you, Jacqueline, here. Yeah, I feel like you need to face your fears, though. So, the moon would say almost like no running away, especially if you would be running away from fears. So, I would say no. Natalie, I would say, I don't know, I feel like you need to focus, is what I would say here, for sure. Annette, sorry if I missed something. My neighbor came over to talk. Oh, it's okay. That's that. That's good. All right. Big man, thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate it. Thank you for that. But, all right, everybody, I'm going to cut this off here tonight. So, thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. I am going to pull a card for Rosie. Rosie, you have the Six of Swords, improvements. So I feel like you're moving on to calmer shores here with this Six of Swords. I like it a lot. But, all right, thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. And we'll, of course, be back tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure to come back if I didn't answer your question. But thank you, everybody, and have a good night.